this lockdown's been quite challenging for Greenpower. So thank you to everyone for joining their Facebook groups and keeping the community together. It's really meant a lot. And if you've been up to anything that's fun, please feel free to post it in. We're enjoying what people have been doing during the lockdown. So please just get involved any way you can. Ben, are you back with us?
I'm back in my holiday attire because that's where I would be right now if it weren't for lockdown. So I've got shorts, my tea, and it's all good.
I mean, I feel you. I feel everything. The amount of events that have come up on my calendar invites is just like, can't wait for next year. It's going to be amazing. So, without further ado, 15 minutes delayed, just like a Greenpower practice session. Shall we get this thing underway? And to anyone who joins partway through, you can join in, just use the Kahoot code. Question number 1. Ben, do you want to read it out?
What year were fully enclosed cars banned in F24? This is fully enclosed. This is the cockpit is over you, full roof, perspex, can see through it. I mean, hopefully.
The full works.
All right, thank you, Anton.
Red 2005, blue is 2009, yellow 2007, or green 2006.
Yeah, I personally I can't remember because I was probably 5 years old when things were kicking off with the roof cars. So I have no recollection of this.
I think is important to add. I believe those cars that were fully enclosed went on to compete in a category of its own called Greenpower Streamline. I believe I'm pretty sure we have some alumni in the chat who will be able to correct me if I get that wrong.
Ooh.
That's a very impressive number.
That is rather impressive. I thought this was going to be a stinky one at the start. Right. Shed retaining his rightful throne. It's worth saying Shed was the previous winner. Oh, Spinala, that's a good name. I like that. Right. Clearly got some wheeled people here in a second.
Question number 2.
Right.
The double points.
How much force is used in a brake test?
And this is the brake test for F24 and F24 Plus. This is the force you need to surpass to pass the test. Red, 250 newtons, blue, 300 newtons, yellow, 320 newtons, or green, 350 newtons.
The answer's starting to roll in. Yeah, we're either on a 15 or 20-second delay here, but hopefully everyone should be able to answer.
I wonder how many people. This is one of those rules where your brakes always seem to need a bit more adjusting when you get to scrutineering, no matter what you do the night before.
It seems like quite a lot of force, doesn't it? But if you really bring it down to perspective, it's literally someone just leaning on the device and trying to heave the car forward. It feels like quite a lot of force, but of course, perfect. Right, that is good to see, is it not? As the clerk of the course,
read the rules. Yeah, people read the rules.
All right. Well, at least Gav's pleased. Right. Oh, Shed V2 is the highest class. Shed is coming in. Go on, Shed.
Number 3.
In Formula Catapult, which of these items was not needed in order to compete?
Red, 4 wheels. Blue, a fire extinguisher. Yellow, a speedometer. Or green, a 3-point harness. Which one of these did you not need to compete in Formula Catapult? And Ben, that is your favourite video ever.
I wish I had the audio on right now, but the audio would take too much memory, so damn it. But yes, that's one of my all-time favourite videos, and God, it just reminded me of that.
So Formula Catapult, one of those really cool ideas. It was a drag race formula, which I don't think was around for very long, but it was unique and it was a challenge.
So I wish there was a video out there of Formula Catapult, because
I know.
I wonder how fast it would have accelerated. I mean, everyone knows now the push starts have gone. Accelerating is a bit of an extra task to get on top of. So I don't know. I feel like inspiration could have been drawn from Formula Catapult, but
yeah. So the correct answer: you were allowed Free-wheeled vehicles, hence the video, as a little clue to those who are paying attention. Free wheels were allowed, therefore you did not need 4 wheels to take part. A fire extinguisher was one of the requirements, believe it or not.
Yep. Bit of an odd one.
A bit new.
See,
but
that has
oh, we got
shifted the
some new
field.
leaders.
That's shifted the field. CR is in the lead, RR Ben with a good streak. Strand and Spinella.
Nice to have you all with us.
Right.
Number 4.
In F35, what was the default power rating of the Fracmo motor?
Was it red 240 watts, blue 1000 watts, yellow 560 watts, or green 600 watts? And those numbers are all over the place, Ben.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I just kind of put numbers that people might, I don't know, might think might be right. I don't know. It's just psychology, mind games. But anyway, I'm having a slight problem with Kahoot at the moment because the pictures that I'd spent an hour doing before this are not showing up currently, which is quite frustrating because I thought they were funny, but
Bring them back. We'll bring them back for the next one because you honestly, without Ben, these quizzes wouldn't take place. And Anton as well is in the chat, I believe.
Oh, Anton.
There's a whole group. So we'll get those pictures, Ben. I know how much time you put into these.
This might be a problem for the questions 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but we'll have to see. Maybe it's just because it's not saved, but we'll see. Hopefully they're there. Right. Last of the regulation ones. As stated in the 2020 regulations, what is the minimum track width? Is it red 450 millimeters, blue 400 millimeters, yellow 500 millimeters, or green 550 millimeters? See, some pictures are coming through, and this is a great one, so I'm glad this one came through. Ben Swallow, widest boy on Earth. So that gives me hope for the next few questions. Oh, quite, I definitely see the delay. It's just everyone comes in at the same time. It's great.
It's brilliant, yeah. Everyone just throwing in their answers.
See, I think it's the regulation ones, or especially the most recent ones that everyone should be getting right, because those are, if you don't know those,
I mean, as long as you get it right on the day of the event, that's what matters. But of course, in the design and build of your car, very important.
See, I'm impressed with that. That's very good. That's top form team. Good job. Chaos in the lead. Question number 6. Which track is this? Yes, it's there. Thank God.
Oh, I see. That would have been
Heart
really
attack
bad picture, wasn't it? So, just so you know, Ben, the stream on Discord is paused.
Righty-ho. Okay.
But I can read. Oh, we're back.
That would be why, because I went out of F11 mode, but now we're back in.
Perfect. So, just to catch up, red is Blyton Park, blue is Goodwood, yellow is East Fortune, and green is Predanic.
See, is Predanic down in Cornwall, isn't it, somewhere?
It is indeed.
Oh,
it is indeed. So, well, I can give you some directions. So, Goodwood, everyone should know where Goodwood is. East Fortune is Scotland, Blyton is near York, and Predanic is in Cornwall, the Cornish heat.
Very good.
The correct answer, East Fortune. Quite a few people out.
See, I thought throwing in that Predanic airfield would throw some people off, because that's a not as well known, maybe. The purple
well
PP.
known. I think also the track layout does look a bit like similar, but the pit lanes are slightly different. I think that's the key difference between the two. Number 7.
Which track is this? Boom.
Red, Dunsfold. Blue, Croft. Yellow, Silverstone. And that would be the national track if we did use Silverstone, because that's where Greenpower raced. Or green, Ford, Dunton.
That first person who answered must have guessed. There's no way they got in that quickly. There is no way.
I think for some people this is just a lottery, so they are throwing in their answer. But I think if you stop and think about it, I reckon you could eliminate some of the wrong answers, and therefore you'd get a better chance of getting the right one.
Yeah.
But these are my favourite questions because even I struggle with these. Anton did a great job of rotating the tracks as well, so they're not necessarily in the correct view as what you may see on a Greenpower program. So they are quite challenging.
Yeah, top points to Anton for getting these done. That is something he specialises in, making track layouts.
Oh, but we couldn't trip people up on that one. It was, of course, Dunsfold.
Yeah, that's a pretty iconic shape, the straight, and then the two sweeping corners. Right.
Yep, ignoring all of the Top Gear corners around
Of
Hammerhead. Follow through.
You came here for the Top Gear experience. Well, no. Unlucky.
Well, the Top Gear track is a figure of 8, which would be very dangerous.
Oh my, yes it would. Which track is this?
Is it red, Blyton Park, blue, Grampian Transport Museum, yellow, Anglesey, or green, Kirkiston? I guess to give you some locations as well to help you out. Anglesey is North Wales. Blyton Park, again, is still in York, last time I checked. Grampian Transport Museum is also in Scotland, and Kirkiston is Northern Ireland. So I think we've got, apart from Blyton, everything, all of the races that are not in England are listed there. We should have changed Blyton. We should have...
international organisation now, clearly, because, Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland, international grounds.
So
that is one rather large pit lane, isn't it?
It's not as long as Silverstone, as I think anyone would tell you. It's because we kind of have to make our own pit lane at this track. And
Right.
it is, of course, it's Anglesey. So
Oh.
great job to those 11 people.
No one's catching the purple peepee, come on. Come on, guys.
But chaos is close. Number 9.
Which track is this one?
So we have red, Goodwood, blue, Dunsfold, yellow, Castle Combe, or green, Blyton Park. And yes, that is a very weird looking pit lane. It's what they have. It's genuinely what is there at the track.
It's like an appendix, like an add-on. Like,
So I don't want to give too much away, so I'm going to stay a little bit quiet about the track.
yeah, we had a huge problem last time. We nearly gave everything away.
We did.
Practice makes perfect, though.
But I think the racetrack design is quite interesting, really. How you make exciting corners and how you build something that actually builds spectating into it. It's quite a
Something
challenge.
that's maybe unpredictable but ends up in the same place at the same time is somewhat interesting.
Wow, really amazed by that. Blyton Park, of course, is correct. Brilliant.
That's top notch, that is. Fair enough. Oh, I completely and utterly skipped that. That is my fault. Double click. Which track is
We'll
this?
see it. We'll see it again. So, is it red, Goodwood, blue, Rockingham, green, Croft, or yellow, Castle Combe?
R.I.P. Rockingham.
It's I think we spoke about Rockingham last time because it was one of the tracks.
I'm devastated. I loved Rockingham.
So if you're there in the last quiz, I've already given away a clue, which is just terrible. So the answers are coming in. And I am trying to keep an eye on the comment section on the stream. So
I've
can
had to
already see some
ditch
people putting in.
all excessive devices that I don't need to make sure that I free up bandwidth on my internet. So I can't see anything that's going. I don't know if the stream's working or not or whatever. Castle Combe.
Wow,
Classic.
massive majority.
That is the El Clasico
historically, it's been one of the last tracks in September that you can qualify for the final. It's one of those tracks that's wide sweeping and gets you good mileage.
Yeah, as a team member from BGS, so that we have relied on that heavily.
Yeah, I think a lot of definitely the Southwest teams have. And for anyone who's in here thinking, I didn't know any of those, just bear in mind that the championship winners, Richard Lander, they've openly admitted that they need to go to more races. So that gives you all you need to know.
Great. So we got a streak of purple PPs coming back to the top. Chaos, Pod OT, CR, Wiggleston. Oh, that's pretty close, actually. Right.
It's really close.
So next we've got some other questions. So Gav, if you want to read those ones out, if you wish.
It would be my pleasure, Ben. So here we go. How much does a Yuasa battery weigh? And no sneaking off to the garage to quickly weigh one. That is cheating.
I promise you can't read the manufacturer specification on the side of the battery right there. That's pretty blurred. I can't see that. Someone has guessed that.
Well, that is taken from the manufacturer's data sheet. So we haven't weighed one. We've literally gone straight to the data sheet. So if yours has differed, if you do go and weigh one, if it does differ slightly, sorry, but that's what the manufacturer specified.
Or something dodgy's happened to your batteries.
That's a concern, actually. Yeah, if
that would be a concern.
Maybe consider not using it.
Yeah. Property changes within the battery.
in the days of battery changing, honestly, lugging these around, because you'd have a number. I think and that might be a question coming up, so I'm not going to say. But lugging these around, I'm glad I caught myself there. Was such a challenge. So the answer, very close. It's 11.2. That's a lovely bell curve distribution there.
I reckon there's 10.8 kilogram people over there feel like they've been robbed.
They're the ones who carry the batteries.
Yeah, they're the ones who carry the batteries. They think it weighs like that. They're huge. They think it weighs less. They're absolutely buff. Right. Chaos is taking the lead.
An answer streak of 3.
My God.
But none of those are in the top 5.
Next question.
Number 12. How many F24/F24 Plus supplementary awards are there? So this is at an F24 event. How many supplementary awards are there? Is it red 9, blue 6, yellow 3, or green 4?
See, I had to correct you on this one.
Look, whoa, way to frame me in there. Wow, thanks, Ben. It's been a long time since I've done. I mean, granted, I have no excuse. I literally have no excuse. I've done so many prize givings, but it's been so long, and I remember which one I forgot, and I'll say it once. Once it comes to light, I remember which one I forgot. I got the rest of them, but I forgot this one.
I don't have a list next to me. I should have made a list like I told you guys. Damn it.
Well, maybe I could challenge you, see if you can get them all.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Right, here we go. Yes, it is indeed 6.
So, Ben, what are the 6?
Oh, Lord. Right, so first one, the IET Engineering Award.
Correct.
Siemens Digital Award.
Yes.
Best Presented Team.
Correct.
Portfolio Award.
Yes.
Oh, no. Come on. No, come on. It's not fair. This is not how it was supposed to end.
If you're a rookie and you do well, you'd get the...
Oh, Best Newcomer.
Best Newcomer. There you go. 6.
Got there in the end.
Oh, wait, we're missing one. Oh, Best Presented Team.
Oh, I said that.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
I counted 5. We're missing one, but there's one.
Next question.
There's 6. There's 6.
How many cars attended the international finals in 2019?
And it's an event that I will never stop talking about because, wow, it was just amazing. The biggest finals, the 20th anniversary of Greenpower. It was amazing. And hopefully everyone will agree. I can't wait to do another event like it, honestly and truly. Thank you to everyone who was a part of it.
Yeah, that was the first time I lugged myself around in a big fat suit. The
Green Chungus suit.
The Green Chungus suit, yeah. I mean, it was great because I was actually getting changed in between, and stuff didn't stop happening. It was such an action-packed day. I enjoyed it so much.
It was quite challenging, I think, for everyone who were kind of running the event, because although you were there, you never got a chance to stop and just enjoy it. So I hope everyone did enjoy it on my behalf, because it was amazing to watch back.
So yes, 133. That is impressive that many people got that right, because I dug that from the bowels of Greenpower's news articles. So
and
well
to
done.
make it happen, we had to take transponders off of one set of cars and put it onto another. It was unbelievable.
Right.
So who got it right? Oh, we have some people sticking where they are, but A. Wiggleston's coming up the board.
Matt is the highest climber. Up 4 places. Very well done to Matt. Right. Next question.
Number 14. Who is the longest serving events staff member? And I think with this one, we have taken competition into account as well. So if they were taking part as a competitor, then they would be a part of this.
And I do not apologise if you do not know the name of the giraffe. But for your convenience, I have put it in brackets, even though I did not want to when I was making this.
I don't know if I can extend my neck long enough to give it its true name.
Oh, it's okay. We've given it to you already. It's fine.
I mean, from a clerk of the course point of view, it's amazing. I just got to look around and see who's up to this year.
Yeah, you can see on the other side of Castle Cooney, is it? The number of answers we get is pretty consistent. And people aren't dropping out the quiz due to technical.
No, it's good. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. I think we actually have more than what we originally had. So the longest. Oh, people thinking Stuart, he will be flattered, but Will has been involved from the very, very beginning. It's truly amazing. He's been a staff member in the office, and he's continued to remain an events staff member. So it wouldn't be the same without you, Will. If you're watching, if you're not,
What a
why aren't
god.
you watching? Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, not much shift in the top 5, but I'm not sure what's going on below that.
No, so not many questions left. We're into the home straight, the last quarter. 15 questions left.
Oh.
Who is the newest national sponsor of Greenpower? Is it red, Ford, blue, the IET, yellow, Siemens, or green, EDF Energy? And I think I've said it in a couple of pit stop chats, but I want to say a massive thank you to all of our sponsors for continuing to support Greenpower during this period. It means so much to us and to all of the participants taking part. So thank you to all of them for sticking with us. We're really lucky.
Amazing. Yeah, I know. I've used Siemens software for a bit now, so I appreciate that from them anyway. I've got a Ford Mondeo, I guess, so thanks, Ford.
I mean, nothing to do with the Greenpower partnership.
No, nothing to do with it.
Yep.
I've got a Ford Mondeo. It's all good.
Good car.
I'm sure EDF has generated some electricity for me or something.
I learned to drive in a Ford Mondeo.
It's a good car. It's a very good car. All right.
Other cars are available, but I don't think we need to say that.
No. Yeah.
Interesting. Ford were actually one of the first title sponsors of Greenpower many years ago, but the newest, of course, is EDF Energy. Interested that 7 people went for Ford. Very interested.
I feel like it's because their sudden involvement with the Ford Transit EV that happened at the final or something like that.
Yeah, they made a big presence very quickly, whereas they remained a regional partner for a very long time with the events hosted at the Fort Dunton site.
So we've got 5 different types of questions. These are true or false. So the first Greenpower event took place using the full Goodwood track. Is that true or is it false?
So we've introduced some true or false questions to give people a little bit of a chance in the last quarter. It really is a mad dash. And we've tried to make them, some of them are a little challenging, some of them are not. In my opinion. But
one of them's an absolute curveball.
I must say, I am really excited for the last question.
Oh, yes. Oh,
it's
yes.
definitely my favourite.
So last week we had Anton's special music question.
Whoa, 50-50 split, near enough. Correct answer is false. Goodwood was not actually used in terms of the full track. What they did, they raced around the paddock area. In the Greenpower office, there is a program showing the track layout, and I doubt anyone really knows this, but there is a gate on the right-hand side after pit exit where recovery typically goes out. Cars went right through there, around the paddocks, and then back out the main gate, and then along the main straight, and then right again. It was an oval circuit.
Amazing. Yeah, no, I definitely was not around for that.
Neither was I. I mean, that was also when they were doing the Le Mans style starts that you can see at the beginning of the through the years. I love those starts. They look so cool.
Question 17. An international team has never won a regional event. True or false?
So
Again?
I want to make this clear. That's a regional event hosted in the UK. Obviously, the licensees are not what we mean here.
Yes, of course, of course. Right. Again, sorry for the pictures. The pictures were supposed to be amazing. Like some of the best parts. They were all just, I haven't been as active on the Instagram account recently. It's because I've been making memes just for Kahoot. But they're not showing, which is rather tragic. So I might post them on the story. Oh well.
Well, here's what you missed. I think, to be honest, for those who don't know, sometimes it's been a challenge just getting the questions done because we go off on a complete tangent just making
Oh
memes.
yeah, it's great.
More, I think from now on, I need to split off. I'll focus on the questions with Anton, and you can just put all of your soul into the memes.
Memes, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm not an intellectual. I'm just a meme guy.
That's not what I meant. I'll be very clever to put memes.
No, but it's what I meant. Right.
The correct answer is false. There's been 2 times Silesian have come over and won the F24 Plus races, so they've won a regional event. And also, we have had a team from Argentina come over and win the kit car category.
Oh, wow.
So there has been an international team winning a regional event. And we didn't specify F24 or F24 Plus for that very reason.
Right, next question. Question 18. Still double points. In a 4-hour race, 3 pairs of batteries were used. True or false? So this is back when this is back when there were 6-hour races and then they changed to 4-hour races. I know one year they changed 6-hour race to a 4-hour race because of extreme conditions. I wasn't around when this was happening, so Gav, you might be able to elaborate on that.
I was around for the 4-hour races. They were a marathon. I mean that was proper pure endurance racing where you had battery changes and you had to manage the amount of power in each battery. You had to really plan your strategy out. You do a driver change as well as a battery change. So cars had to be designed with accessibility in mind as well. And if something went wrong, instead of having a second race to give you a go, you just had to fix it and get going again and hope that you were able to do enough and that you had enough power saved up to get the full mileage. Really fun memories. Quite a challenge for the teams, and of course we've pulled away a bit from that now, but the correct answer was 3 pairs of batteries.
Yeah, I can imagine there must have been some pretty hefty speeds being reached, because obviously 3 pairs of batteries across 4 hours, that's way more capacity for less time than what is used now. 1 pair of battery for 1.5 hours, so that would have been interesting. I wish I could have seen them. A goblin is geared to a top speed of 15 miles per hour. No, my video isn't here. Oh, it's so annoying.
It's okay. That video you can definitely use for something else, because 5 minutes before we even attempted to start the stream, Ben was working away on another video for you guys. He puts a lot of heart and soul into this. Don't worry, you'll find another reason to use it.
I'm actually devastated about that. It is such a good video. Like I'll put it in the video I'm putting out in a few days' time. Just for the lols, I guess. 26
so
answers.
We've got the answers coming in. I think these questions have been quite a reasonable split between the two. There's not been a complete one-sided answer. I say that, and then this happens. The answer's true.
Amazing. Of course, Goblin racing is probably the most evenly distributed event. It's a standard kit, so they're all very similar. Clearly, a bit like Kit Car category,
and
but
going
the gearing's pretty similar.
downhill, they might get a little bit more, especially when they do the lap of champions at Goodwood, going down St Mary's. But in terms of what they're mechanically geared to, 15 miles an hour. And this is my favourite question. So Ben, please let me introduce it. And I hope that the picture's there because it's such a good picture.
Oh my! It should be.
So the final question: true or false? There are more Greenpower office dogs than staff members.
Yes!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my favourite dog from the office. Good old Buster. He is such a lad, and he sits on my lap, and we chill, just doing work together. That is one cool dog.
That dog is the reason Silverstone was able to happen, I promise.
He keeps us sane in the office, along with all of the office dogs. I just want to make it clear, there are quite a few, but what you need to determine is, are there more office dogs than staff members?
Oh, I don't know what's going to happen here. 27 should be there at 28. May I remind you, it's not a life decision, so you don't have to take that long over it.
But if you're like me and you just counted up the numbers, it does take a bit of a while. Oh, so many people!
Oh, that's a prank.
So the reason why that is in there, I just want you to know, it is incredibly close. There are, by my counting, 12 staff members, and there are 10 office dogs. So these are dogs that have all been in the office, and I can give you their names if you really want them. It's Bella, Buster, Pig, Jasper, Kiri, Hugo, Herbert, Harley, Jasper, Harm, I think I've said them all. They were wrote down in a really terrible order.
I think my favourite one must be Pig. That's just a great name.
I think it's called Daisy, but but everyone calls her Pig. Is a little piglet.
Great, what? Amazing.
No, don't worry. So, right. Moment of truth. They was really close, but who is on the podium?
The purple PP is third.
The purple Predator. Second is Chaos. But the winner going home today with nothing but pride.
CR. Right.
Where did they come from?
I don't know. Runners up
fourth place, we have
OT.
Pod OT, and fifth, A. Wiggleston.
Very nice.
So that was 20 questions of Greenpower knowledge. Ben, thanks for putting it together. How do you think that went?
I think it went great. I mean, sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. I'll try and iron them out for the next one we do. Yeah, I'm happy it came together in the end.
Me too. So, just to let everyone know, there will be a little bit of silence from these quizzes. I think we're aiming to do the next one, maybe the 2nd of June, purely because of me. That's all on me. So don't blame Ben, don't blame his team. That's all on me. But that's when we hope to be back with another quiz. And again, one last massive thank you to everyone for keeping the community going. If you do have anything, please post it into the groups. The technical has been amazing. I don't understand half of the software stuff, especially what you've been doing, Ben, as well. So if there's any mechanical stuff going on that I can get involved with, yeah, please. And Cork, thank you again for, or Complete and Utter Chaos, thank you again for taking part in the Elastic Band Challenge that was put up on the community group. So honestly, thank you for keeping this group going. It's been amazing. And I think I need to stop saying thank you now. I think that's, yes. I'm overdoing it.
There's more to come. Stop making it sound like it's the final thing.
There is much more to come. And I can't wait to see everyone at a race sometime soon, I hope. But of course, only when it is safe to do so.
Right. Well, I think we'll leave it there. I'm going to holiday in this very room. So that's great. So yeah, thank you for joining me and Gav on this quiz time. I hope to catch you again soon.